What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another great episode of 15 Minutes with the Mom. I have been gone from you guys for some time, and I miss y'all. Those 2 weeks were just way too long. But, I was on vacation 1 week, and then kids went back to school another week, and, I've been trying to readjust my schedule from the summer back to, the back to school schedule. So we're going to get right into today's episode, and the topic is the village is necessary. But I want to ask a question. Is a village really necessary? And my answer to that is yes, a village is necessary. And I'm not talking about, a village like where you live. I'm talking about the people that you choose to be surrounded by. Yes, you can handpick your village, or you may have someone who says like, hey, I want to be a part of your village. I want to help you with you and your children. And you don't necessarily need a village only if you're a single parent. No, 2-parent households should have a village as well, because you cannot do everything by yourself. Like, what if, both parents have to work and the child needs to get to a doctor's appointment or, to a practice or a game? Okay, then that's when you call someone, on your village. But I don't want to get too, ahead of myself, because I do have, some things that I want to discuss in regards to this village being necessary. And I just want to go ahead and say that, it's hard for me to seek out for help in whatever. Like, for example, my boys are, playing football for their school. And I know that there's going to be a time where their schedule is going to conflict with something that I already have going on. I just already know, because it's happened before when they played travel football. So I already know it's going to happen. And I have a real issue with picking up my phone, sending a text, calling and saying, hey, can you take the boys to practice and pick them back up? Or I can drop them off, and can you pick them up and bring them home? I don't know why I have an issue with doing that. I just figure like people are going to say no. Or I think that in someone's mind, they may say, well, you knew your boys had to go to practice. You knew why you didn't reschedule what you had going on. Like, these are the thoughts that plays in my mind when stuff like that comes up, when the kids have something to do, but there's, a conflict with something that I have going on, or one child has somewhere to go and another child has someplace else to go. Trust me, that's happened to me before. And when you have a village, I feel that the people that you choose to surround you should be people that you trust. And some people think having a village is just people who are around you who can give you money. I mean, that is good if they are, providing financial support, but you need more than financial support as a parent, not just as a single parent, but as a parent, period. You need more than financial support. So like, take, for example, my boys are, I have a preteen and a teenager. So they need that male guidance. I'm not a man, so I can't teach them how to be a man, but having a male in my village is necessary. So that way my boys can learn how to do things that only men do. Like, things that only men do. I'm a woman. I'm not capable of teaching them exactly how it should go. For example, I mean, this is so simple. I'm pretty sure some women know how to do this, but tying a tie. I do not know how to tie a tie. I've never learned how to tie a tie. I figured I would never need to learn how to tie a tie. So what's the point of me doing it or learning how to do it? So when we go to church, I tell the boys, hey, find somebody to help you tie that tie, because either you learn from them, or you find somebody to help you tie that tie. Something as simple as that. But think about all the other things that, boys go through that women cannot assist in. That's when you need somebody in your village to assist you. And vice versa, if you are a single father, you know, there's, have a woman in your village that can assist you with your daughter, that, can teach her some things that you cannot teach her. You can teach her what type of men to stay away from, because that is important. But as far as being a woman, being a young woman and growing up, like, a girl needs that guidance from a woman. And I'm the type of person that wants to do it all by myself. I don't know why I do that. Why? I don't know why I do that. I really don't know why. I can't tell you why I figure I got this all under control, because I know I don't. I know I don't. I know I be needing help sometimes. I know, I be needing people to call on and say, hey, can you just talk to them? But, going from that 2-parent household to a 1-parent household, you feel like, hey, I'm super mom. I can do all of this. I don't need nobody help. That's what I be saying in my head, because I figure I don't want to ask for help. I really do not like asking for help. Boom, there you have it. I don't like asking for help. Why? I don't know. I don't know. That's my transparency piece right there. I do not like asking for help. Now, will I ask for help? Yes. But I don't like asking for help because I put in my head that I should be able to do everything by myself. And that's just not right. That's not fair to me to want to do everything by myself. I don't even know why I would want to do it all by myself. But I am here to tell you, or to tell myself, I'm telling myself this. Girl, you cannot do it all by yourself. It is okay to ask for help. Don't think about someone judging you just because you're asking for help. And like I said, having a village does not mean, someone that's there providing financial support. There's, physical support, meaning those people are there to provide assistance with, taking your kids here or there, or, just calling someone up on the phone and say, hey, can you talk to my children real quick? This has been a rough day for me and I want to get this through their heads, but I feel like they can really get it if they hear it from you. And I had to come to a realization that it's okay to need help. It's okay to have people surrounding you that you trust, that you love, that love your children. Now, come on now. Let's be real. You want someone in your village that loves your children just as much as you do. Because why would you want someone in your village that you don't even like? That makes no sense to me. Like, why would I want you around me if I don't even like? I don't even like you. So why would I even want you around my children? So let's, think through things when people start to enter your life. And, people enter your life for different reasons. They're either there to help you or to harm you. And then it's your job to pray and ask God, like, God, okay, is this person for me or is this person against me? Because the devil will send somebody to harm you. So you have to make sure that you are able to discern if this person is for you or if this person is against you. Because, the person that's against you, that's their way in to say, oh, she need help. All right, let me try to help her. And then once I get her to trust me, then I can start, my plan, the plot and the scheme to, do everything I can to, cause this family harm. So we really have to discern who surrounds us, who is coming into our circle. And a lot of times, like for me, I would say the people in my village consist of course, my mother, my brother, my sister, my cousins, aunts, uncles, blah, blah, blah. Plus, I have friends. Plus, there are some, individual, I would say everybody in my church is a part of my village. I would just go ahead and just put that out there because I feel like they are. Like if you see, one of my children doing something they're not supposed to be, then I don't mind you correcting them. I don't trust me, I will not get offended if you correct my child if they are doing something that they're not supposed to be, because that adult knows me and they know that I teach my children right from wrong. So then that adult correcting my child, it does not offend me. Some parents get offended when other adults correct their child, but we can't get offended. We can't get offended, and we have to know and understand that it's okay for people that you trust to be there for you. Allow them, especially the ones that want to be there, that says like, hey, when I take my boys out, when I take my daughter out, I'll come get your children. Like, you need people who want to be around. And it's okay to allow them to be around. And I know as, parents, we feel like, hey, we can do this by ourselves. We don't need anybody trying to help us. And a lot of times it's our ego that gets the best of us. Yes, it is our ego sometimes that we feel like, hey, I got this. I don't need your help. Sometimes our ego, and I love when my friend says this, sometimes our ego can stop what God has put into place for us as far as our blessing, because we may say like, I don't need you. That's your ego saying, of course, yes, the devil too, but that's your ego saying that you don't need God's help. And God is the number one person in my village. And I seek God a lot on different things as far as parenting. Like, God, how am I supposed to do this? How do you expect for me to do this? God, you seen this day before I've seen it. You know my children's end from their beginning. So God, what's the right step that I should take? So God should be a part of everybody's village, the top person that we go to first, because we're going to need God to help us figure out if the people that are in my village are the appropriate people that should be in my village. And we have to understand that even when we are going through things and we are having people to surround us, also know that God already said in his word, and of course, I'm going to share the scripture later, after the video, God already said in his word that he will never leave us, nor will he forsake us. So with that being said, God is leading you, to on different paths. So there may be a path you may take as a parent that you're not very sure about. And you're like, okay, God, I'm going to need help with this. As a parent, I'm going to need help with this. And you say, God, you say you would never leave me, nor will you forsake me. So guide me on how I should do this. Guide me on how I should, correct my children. Guide me on who should be surrounding me in my village, because that is so important. God will give you the wisdom that you need to, either you're going to seek the person out, or it may be like, let's say, for instance, it's somebody that you're meeting for the first time. And y'all connect and y'all hit it off. Your children hit it off. And you may say to yourself, you know what? I want her a part of my village. I want him a part of my village. But see, that's when you go to God and say, all right, God, I met so-and-so, earlier this week, and I really like her. I really like him. I know that she will be, or he will be, a perfect fit to be a part of my village. But is this the right person? So you have to ask God to give you, because you don't want the wrong person around your children, because if they're not on the same path that you're taking as far as what you're teaching your children, because all the village is someone that's there to reiterate what the parent is already doing. So you don't want to be taking your kids down the path of right, and then somebody that you didn't seek God on being a part of your village take them down the wrong path. So to answer the question again, yes, a village is necessary. And I have to tell myself every day, Cassandra, your village is necessary. So it's okay to want to ask your village for help. You can do this. Yes, you can do it. But it's okay to ask for help. Allow your village to be there for you. That's all I have for y'all today. Just a little, tidbit, a little nugget for y'all. I do appreciate everyone that is a part of my village. If I do not say it enough, I thank you. I thank you for, even if you just call my children on the phone and say, hey, how was school? How you doing? All of that stuff. All of that is necessary, and I thank you. So you guys know what to do. Subscribe, like, and share. Please share this with someone who needs to hear it, because there may be somebody out there who don't have a village, period, and may have to think twice and say, you know what? I need to surround myself with some positive people that can, reiterate what I'm already doing as a parent. So go ahead and share this with someone that needs it. All right. God bless. Till next time.